Welcome back.
Head for the research lab where Naomi's being held. It's to the...
J'ai 37 000. Yo, mon Uzi que j'ai acheté. Ah, ça a peut-être pas savé. Alright. Ah, c'est que c'est tâche ça. Après ça, faut que t'ailles customize. Nascent. Ça pourrait être pas pire aussi. Ok. Silencieux là-dessus. Mets des silencieux sur tout pas mal. Tant qu'à être là. Grenades sont lock. T'as rien ça? Good. Lui est en train de checker un magazine de même, accroupi. Yo.
We're under attack. Move. HQ, do you read?
This is HQ.
Boom.
What happened?
What happened? There's something wrong. Support unit, confirm their status.
What happened?
Ce qu'il est.
Run!
Monde à la shop.
What the...
How did this
Bon ben
happen?
du monde. How did this happen? Yo, les
Enemies
petits
attacking!
What happened?
All clear! Tout le monde meurt. All
The
clear!
alert has been lifted. Resume positions.
Huh? What's wrong? Huh?
Freeze.
Pas pire, le petit P90, hein, ça fait la job en crise.
Go get the weapons!
Oh. Il y a donc bien du monde ici. esti. Calisse.
We've got company.
Any other prisoners left?
Suppressing fire.
Putain, je suis même pas en alerte. C'est ça qui est bizarre.
Careful!
Fire. Careful.
Me up!
Là, je peux remonter un petit peu.
Company! You hit? The enemy's attacking! There!
Bon, on va arrêter de perdre notre temps. On va quand même explorer un petit peu la map. Là. Pogner le plus d'items possible.
Who goes there?
C'est qu'on voit rien. Hein. Ah ouais, je suis au plus... Yes, pourtant... Ouais, c'est pour ça qu'il y a Night Vision anyway. Oh.
What? Who was that?
Non, je pense que je vais remettre la brightness. Je comprends pas trop le graphique, là. C'est où qu'on est supposé comprendre qu'il faut arrêter. Là. Bizarre, ça. Calice.
Hey, what? Anybody there?
I saw something.
Who? What's going on?
We've got contact! Cover!
Enemy!
Wait, they don't. Cardboard box. Nice. First box. Tim 10. Mac 10. Checker la map 2 secondes. Hello.
Snake, there's someone I'd like you to meet. A member of the mission staff. A psychological counselor.
Psychological counselor?
A lot of soldiers can't handle the stress of battle, end up panicking. She'll be useful in helping you understand the mindset of both the PMC and rebel soldiers.
She?
Rosemary.
Rosemary, man. Not again.
Nice to meet you, Snake.
This is Rosemary. She used to work as a data analyst at the Pentagon, but moved to combat support during the Big Shell incident.
Yeah. She was in charge of Jack's files, wasn't she?
After that, she studied psychology. And now she's a counselor with CSP, the Combat Stress Platoon.
Yeah, I hear psychological counseling's the hot field these days. Increased combat efficiency and productivity, all without ever picking up a gun.
I'll be acting as your personal counselor on this mission. Since the passing of the new millennium, one of the most important issues facing today's military is the mental care of its soldiers. I can also provide advice on soldier psychology from a threat assessment perspective. Contact me anytime. I'll be standing by here at home with Roy, but I'm on a different circuit. The frequency is 147.79.
All right.
Her advice will have a positive effect on your psych gauge. Survival on the battlefield depends on your psychological well-being. Lose your cool and your body stops doing what you tell it to. Even a veteran soldier like you.
I know. Mind, body, technique. Some things haven't changed with time.
When your psyche is running low, ask her for advice. It'll help keep you in peak condition and focused on the mission.
By the way, Colonel, isn't that your house?
Well, yes.
Then the woman you married, the one that Meryl was talking about.
Is Rosemary, yes. Didn't I tell you before?
News to me. What about Jack?
Jack.
Jack, from Foxhound. Codename Ryden. I seem to remember him being engaged to Rose.
Oh. We lost all trace of him.
Jack's gone. I used to work with the guy. He saved Sonny from the Patriots.
He disappeared soon after that.
What about you? Jack disappeared and you just moved in on Rose?
I was consoling her over her loss. And one thing just led to another.
Qu'est-ce de vieux
She's young
dégueulasse.
enough to be your daughter.
Yeah. Lucky me, huh?
Now I see why Meryl was so disgusted.
Meryl said something about me.
Yeah, I believe her words were, "I'll never forgive that womanizing piece of shit."
I see.
Colonel, you knew she was our informant in the Middle East, didn't you? Was it you who put her up to it?
Yes. I used my connections in the army to get Meryl the job.
You wanted your daughter someplace where you could keep an eye on her.
Look, everybody involved in the incident at Shadow Moses either lost their job and status, or in the case of Meryl and Mei Ling, got brushed aside. Meryl wanted to make a comeback, a difference. We can't all be as strong as you, Snake. Some of us can't bear living like pariahs.
Since Shadow Moses, I've been branded a criminal.
I think of it as my own small way of making it up to my daughter. My own flesh and blood. In any case, call Rosemary if you ever need advice.
What? Something just... Hey. What happened? Split up! Fire! We got company! Suppressing fire! Cover! Ah!
Who is this?
Snake,
That voice.
there's an ambush ahead. Government and PMC troops. You could be shot from anywhere. Watch your surroundings. Look to the distance.
Is this... Jack?
Jack is dead. Snake, I'm at your side.
Wait.
Ooh.
Let's go! rendezvous point is just up ahead. Let's go. Over there.
Snake, PMC sniper. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep low and stay behind cover.
Get behind him.
Shit. Supposed to. J'ai même pas pesé sur le bouton. C'est fucking le but ça, par rapport. Oh, les... On va passer à l'action.
Get Faraday reinforcement. You'll have to make do.
That's what? Qui arrive par là, par lisse. Run. J'ai comme dans un spawn point. Je peux passer par la bonne place. L'évasion ici. Playboy. Go for the Playboy. Je sais pas si je devrais explorer la bâtisse qui est là. Ça à peine. Oi! What's up? Une bonne cigarette. C'est le gros Metal Gear, man.
Yo, over here. You. Come on, hop in. It's getting rough out there. I don't think so.
Singe qui fume des tops.
We meet again.
You've been following me.
You seem like an interesting guy, so I decided to check you out. Sit down. A lot of legends about you out there in the intel community. Especially in the CIA. You know those nanomachines I injected you with back in the Middle East? They let me track your location. Figures. The B&Bs are here. Things are about to get hairy.
B&Bs.
You never heard of them? They're Beauty and the Beast. Together they're called the B&B Corps. They're a squad of enhanced female soldiers, belong to the PMCs. Anytime there's a mess that needs cleaning up, they're on the scene leading the elites.
That's a female.
Probably freelancers hired by the PMCs. They run out of a separate parent organization. Guess it's time for good old Drebin to let you in on a few things. Ever since you showed up in the Middle East, the B&B Corps has got orders to kill. Their #1 priority is to eliminate some guy on sight. A guy named, Solid Snake.
What?
But from where I'm sitting, Old Snake seems a little more appropriate.
Old, huh?
Cheer up. That's the bad news. Word on the street says that beneath those ugly-ass suits, the B&Bs are real babes. Drop dead gorgeous. They also say each one of them's been badly. They weren't even soldiers to begin with, you know. More like victims of war. They suffered shell shock on the battlefield. Post-traumatic. It damaged their minds pretty much beyond repair. So the only way they could cope with the reality of battle was to become war machines themselves. The remnants of their human side are buried deep within. The beast, that's what you see on the outside. War transforms a snake into beast.
Est-ce que le volume des dialogues est pas assez fort?
War transforms us.
But deep within that shell, something human survives. A fragile, scarred heart. Without a shell to protect it, it's like the yolk of an egg. Word going round is their natural flesh and blood bodies can't survive in the open for more than a few
Je
minutes.
pense pas.
And they've been convinced
Me regarder après, là.
by killing Snake, their minds will be cleansed. They think it's gonna free them from all the pain, and all the fury, and all the sorrow. Which makes these babes pretty much obsessed with killing you. was Raging Raven. There's also Laughing Octopus, the master of mimicry, and Crying Wolf. She runs on 4 legs. And finally, the mistress of mind control, Screaming Mantis.
Mantis?
Yeah, there used to be a guy by that name in the US military. A Russian psychic. He could control people's minds. I guess she inherited the title. She keeps the other B&B's minds in check with her powers.
Octopus, Raven, Wolf, Mantis.
You got it. They're the Snake Hound unit, and they've got you in their sights. Shit.
C'est toi qui me demandais hier lequel serait mieux de faire comme en
I thought
premier.
no one was supposed to be able to hack into the system. Are you with the Patriots?
No, sir. I ain't no lale-lule. I mean, I'm no patriot.
Ouais, dans le fond, si tu veux faire ce cours, là,
You could say
le 1,
Patriot.
2 puis le 4.
I guess that means you're clean, right?
The nanomachines I got in me are different from the military kind. No speech restrictions for me.
The hell are these Patriots? Are they human?
Not anymore, they ain't. They're the law of this world, created over the course of history. They're what holds this world together, keeps this whole mess in check.
We are formless. We are the very discipline and law that Americans invoke so often.
The Patriots are America, the world's greatest military power. They are the
Ouais,
world.
il y a juste le 3, tu sais, il est super bon, mais c'est un prequel.
You and me just cogs in a
Ça se
much
passe
grander
avant, fait que
schematic.
si tu veux faire comme vraiment l'histoire toute d'un bout, c'est
Someone
1, 2 puis
obviously
4.
had
Là,
to start the
finalement.
whole thing at the beginning. But now their law has taken on a life of its own.
A life of its own.
Yep. The country, the war economy, it ain't run by people. It's run by the system. No need for high-level decision-making authority. It's all handled by a massive, yet simple information processing system. An AI. It works just like natural law. The world's a much simpler place than most folks realize. Every aspect of the Patriot system is closely monitored by 3 peripheral AIs and a core AI that ties them all together. The SOP system is one part of that. It's all backed up by a foolproof control system. So not even yours truly can sneak inside the Patriots' AIs.
What if, hypothetically, someone found a way?
If they could fool the IDS. I guess they could use it as a haven to lay low.
Haven?
You know, like a tax haven. In the internet society, we have net havens, data havens. A haven is someplace where social conventions and the rules of the net don't apply. Back in the 20th century, the super rich would open bank accounts in countries without income tax laws. Not a bad way to evade paying taxes. Now we've got us a society where everybody's DNA and personal info is totally controlled by the nanomachines inside their bodies. Won't be long before people start using havens to escape from ID control. I guess you could say my gun laundering kind of borrows from the haven concept, after a fashion. Even so, good luck finding a way to access the Patriots' AIs from the outside. It's absolutely impossible. No chance in hell. Like I said, there's no breaking into those AIs from the outside.
But Liquid's got something in mind. You sure there's no way?
I'm just a gun launderer. Only reason I'm interested in you is because you start a lot of fires. All right then. You need me? Just give me a ring.
Ouais, je peux faire ça.
Come on. Get your ass back inside. Now! I have you.
You. On va regarder ça de là, ouais. External output volume. On va mettre les subtitles. Ah, ça, je me rappelais même pas qu'on pouvait faire ça. Bon. Je suis juste à côté. Je pourrais aller jeter un coup d'œil.
Something just...
Allez voir vite vite, là. Je vais essayer de pas trop perdre mon temps. Fouiller des items. Playboy. Un peu trop de stress.
Yes, Snake?
Just here for my checkup.
You'll be putting yourself at risk if you lose any more psych. Take any steps necessary to recover it.
Will do.
Snake, what makes you tense? Stressors, the factors that cause stress, can be divided into several types.
Je peux pas le mettre en
They
français
can
par
be
exemple.
psychological,
Il est juste en
social,
anglais.
biological, chemical, or physical. In battlefield terms, that corresponds to the
That's good,
presence of
pense.
enemies, the battlefield environment, biological and chemical weapons, and physical wounds and hunger caused by combat. Any of these factors can cause stress to build up. So you need to pay attention not only to your health, but also to your psyche, especially when engaged in combat.
Ok. T'es supposé me remonter le stress, ça, ou... Fuck. Aïe aïe. Fucking stressé en plus.
HQ!
This is HQ.
I've spotted the enemy. Send backup.
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
You hit? It's the enemy! Huh?
Ils comprennent pas ce qui se passe.
What's going on? What? Who did this to you?
Who did this to you?
HQ, do you read?
This is HQ.
We've got a man down! Commencing alert formation!
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements. Use extra caution.
Oh, lisse. S'en vient-tu, lui, Chris?
Who did this to you? What's the enemy?
Bien joué. Ça valait pas tant la peine de venir ici. Ça va être beau, le
Acknowledged. Sending reinforcements.
ramassage d'items, là. Je vais calisse mon plan. Sleep gas, nice. Let's get the fuck out. Un petit peu trop stressé, là. Faudrait que mon stress il remonte, il baisse un peu. Wow.
What's wrong?
Hello.
Snake, can you hear me?
This is Jack, isn't it?
I am Raiden. Jack is no more.
Where are you now?
I'm right beside you.
Raiden, where have you been all this time? What have you been doing?
On a mission. Finding something. For someone.
Finding what?
The corpse. Of Big Boss.
What?
I was asked to do this in exchange for Sonny's location.
Liquid?
No. The leader of a small resistance group. Her followers call her Matka Pluku.
Matka Pluku. Big Mama.
We'll finish this later. I'll follow your trail and catch up with you.
Wait, what about Big Boss's body?
It's with her now.
Her?
What's going on, Snake?
Rose, I just got a call from Raiden. It sounds like he's close by.
Jack?
Yeah.
Did he seem okay?
Yeah, as far as I could tell from his voice.
Really? That's great. Snake, I have a favor to ask.
What?
Don't let him know I'm involved in this operation, okay? I think it would be best to just leave him alone for now.
What happened between you and Jack?
After the big shell incident, he became unstable. Memories began to resurface from his childhood. when he fought for Solidus in the Liberian Civil War. And in the midst of all of that, the baby we had together, it hadn't even been born yet. Jack slowly stopped coming home. And when he did, he'd be dead drunk, sometimes covered in cuts and bruises. Roy was worried. He was Jack's commanding officer. But Jack just avoided him. I was all alone. And Roy was so kind to me. He's the one who encouraged me to become a counselor. I know it sounds like I'm making excuses, but I needed to get over it. To move on with my life. I'm worried about him, of course, but I'm also afraid of him.
All right. I'll keep my mouth
Raiden
shut.
dans Smash, ça serait malade. Mets-tu de la petite musique ou un podcast? Calling to the Night. Natasha Farrow. Ben oui. Il y aurait moyen de le faire différent de Snake en Chris, là. Surtout le Raiden de Metal Gear Solid 4, là. Il y a une épée, pis il y a zéro le même style que Snake, là. Ils sont vraiment différents, là. Ça serait fou, là. Ouais, ben tu vas le voir à un moment donné, je vais arriver dans une cinématique, là, puis on va le voir arriver, là. Tu vas voir qu'il est vraiment différent de Snake, là. Je pense que c'est bientôt, là. Le stress est à 70, qu'est-ce que je peux prendre pour le stress? Prendre benzène, méthazéline. Hey, ma musique. Des fois, il y a le framerate qui descend, là. Tellement. Ah! J'ai une regain. Sinon, il y a peut-être les compresses pour le... Hey! C'est mauvais! S'il y a une version PC, il faudrait que tu regardes, je pense pas. Là. Ah! Chier! item. Fuck la caméra. Prendre des compresses. Puis la box. Ah, c'était l'autre bord. Calisse. Encore une fois, je me demande si ça va à peine explorer les bâtiments. En tout cas. Encore le stress dans le fond. Je suis rendu à 79% de stress là. La cigarette, ça m'aide-tu? Ah ouais, la cigarette, ça me détend.
Careful. Okay. Okay. Over there. Careful. Over there. Let's go. Okay.
Ça, c'est sketch.
Let's go. Over there. Okay. Over there. Careful. Okay. Let's go. Over there.
Faire un petit call. À Rosemary pour le stress.
Rose here. How's it going?
Super.
You've lost a large amount of psych. You'd better take care of that right away.
Got it.
Stress is an adaptive response your body takes to protect itself when confronted by a threat. It happens to everybody. There are no exceptions. Everyone gets stressed sometimes. Fear, anxiety, and worry are examples of psychological stress responses. Some people might not like to admit they have these negative feelings inside, but being aware of your own stress is essential to keeping it under control. You can't fight an enemy you know nothing about, right? The same is true of stress. To recover your psyche, you need to know where your stress is coming from. Give me a call whenever you feel it getting low.
Mais c'est ça que j'ai fait là, Calis. Je file low là, je te donne un call, là, tu me donnes jamais rien, Calis.
Let's go. Okay.
La mécanique un peu relou. Quelle
Careful.
mécanique?
Over there. Okay. Okay. Careful.
du stress.
Let's go. Over there. Let's go.
Je suis comme entre deux feux, moi, là.
Over there. Over there.
C'est bon.
Careful. Let's go. Careful. Over there.
Aïe aïe!
Let's go. Careful.
Ça m'a sauté dans la face direct.
Let's go.
Ouais, ben le stress, parce ça marche avec l'histoire, là, parce que Snake est rendu vieux dans celle-là. Il y a un truc là, de vieillissement accéléré à cause de l'histoire de Metal Gear qui est crissement trop compliqué à expliquer. Là. Mais dans celle-là, c'est ça, il y a un vieillissement accéléré, puis ça marche avec l'histoire. Là. C'est pour ça que le stress fait partie des mécaniques. Là. Parce que dans les autres Metal Gear, c'est pas le même. Là.
Snake, the rebels have got an armored dozer. They're probably gonna use it to bust their way into the mansion. Give it some cover and it might get you inside the compound.
Fire. Go, go, go.
Naomi's lab is somewhere inside those mansion grounds. Proceed immediately. Infiltrate the place and find out where she is.
Cover!
Oh! C'est une fucking balle.
Back me up! Suppressing fire! Advance! Cover! Back me up! Suppressing fire!
Il y a un truc pour rouler, si je me rappelle pas c'est quoi. Faire. Oh, il n'y en aura pas d'autres. Des Metal Gear Solid, en tout cas, il n'y en aura pas d'autres. Ils ont fait Metal Gear Survive, là, qui est de la merde. Qui est de la grosse merde, mais Metal Gear Solid, c'est fini. À moins que Kojima puis Konami se réconcilient, là, ce qui arrivera certainement pas. Là. Peut-être que Konami vont vouloir sortir un nouveau Metal Gear Solid pour capitaliser sur la franchise, là, mais c'est voué à l'échec. Là. Anyway, l'histoire de Metal Gear Solid finit dans celui-là, finit dans le 4. Après ça, le 5, c'est un autre prequel. Hey boy.
Suppressing fire! We
Qu'elle est Naomi quand même. Ah ouais, c'est vrai, il y a des rumeurs comme quoi, c'est vrai, tu me fais penser à ça. Il y a des rumeurs c'est un site comme quoi qui ferait un remake du premier Metal Gear Solid sur PlayStation 5. Un remake du premier, ça pourrait être bon, mais Konami, sérieux, depuis une couple d'années, là, ça va pas bien. Là. Ils font pas des bons jeux. Là. C'est un remake du premier. Il y a déjà Twin Snakes qui est sorti sur GameCube qui est un remake du premier. Ok. Ça serait-tu vraiment intéressant pis tout? Kojima qui est pas dans le décor en plus, qui serait pas impliqué, pas sûr. Ouais, les 3 premiers remakes, c'est sûr ça pourrait être bon, mais je suis comme. Je suis vraiment pas sûr.
Then we'll have to make a lot of changes. Yes, that's right. We'll need another go at it. That won't. Uh-huh. Yes. I've taken care of it.
Ben là, ça serait fou. Là.
Yes. The next test.
Naomi.
And things on your end? I see. We're on schedule.
Moi, j'attendais quand même Death Stranding.
I know.
Mais il est sur ma liste. Là. Je vais le prendre pas cher à un moment donné. Puis je vais jouer. Mais ça a pas de l'air assez bon là, pour que je suis pas pressé. Là. Le gameplay a de l'air quand même ennuyeux. Là. Juste d'aller livrer des shit à gauche à droite là. Bof. Naomi a fait le pas.
Naomi.
Snake. I knew you'd come. You and I, neither of us can escape our fate. I haven't seen you since Shadow Moses. How long? 10 years?
9.
And Dr. Emmerich, is he with you?
Why?
I thought he'd be the only one able to open the mail I sent. Not many people could recognize 4D sound data in a Soliton radar file. How is the good doctor?
Otacon's fine. He's the same as ever.
Otacon? I see.
Who were you just talking to?
Liquid. Although I suppose he's really Ocelot, from a medical standpoint.
I thought he was here.
He's not, at the moment.
Where are all the guards?
They know I won't escape. I'm powerless to resist. I've no choice but to cooperate.
Bon, je vais le prendre à un moment donné à quoi? 20$, là, même pas. Là.
Naomi, what happened in the Middle East?
What you saw was the soldiers' emotions run amok.
Another product of the system.
You don't trust me?
I'm not sure yet.
And if I answer your question?
Let's hear it first.
Liquid.
Ben, tout, le scénario, le gameplay, la qualité en général. Là. Le game design, tu sais.
And we were right. But only partially.
Il y a plein de bonnes idées, mais le problème c'est que le jeu, ça finit par coûter 3-4 fois le prix de production. C'est ça le problème. Là.
The nanomachines inside soldiers' bodies adapt to different conditions, promoting the release of neurotransmitters, hormones, and stimulants, giving them an edge in battle. They can create an artificial combat high by releasing endorphins at the same time a soldier kills an enemy. Or they can suppress hormones to neutralize the soldier's emotions, prevent them from panicking and engaging in friendly fire or needless massacres. It's all controlled by the system's core AI. It artificially controls the soldier's pain.
Ouais, ben c'est ça, c'était comme limite là.
In other words, the essence of his being. The skyrocketing demands of the war economy have fueled.
Puis tu sais, ça apparaît dans le jeu aussi, là. C'est super bon, il y a plein de trucs, c'est ambitieux au fond. Mais tu sais, mettons qu'il n'y aurait pas eu tous ces problèmes-là, ça aurait été encore meilleur.
But you, of all people, must understand, Snake, that unlike combat technique, a soldier's senses can't be taught. They must be earned through experience.
Does this have something to do with that test of yours?
The goal was to release the soldiers' nanomachines from the system, but we didn't know about the mental control.
And the nanomachines went berserk?
No. Our test was a success. At least it confirmed our hypothesis at the time. Just as we predicted, the nanomachines stopped functioning, and the PMC soldiers were freed from the grips of the system. But the moment the system stopped, all the pain and fury and sorrow, all the trauma and stress, all the hatred, regret, guilt, all the sensations that had been suppressed were unleashed within their hearts. Their memories, unlike their senses, weren't erased. Each enemy soldier they'd killed, each lost comrade, each threat of violence against the innocent, every act of war they'd committed was etched firmly in their hearts. In suppressing the user's mind, the nanomachines exact a heavy burden on his heart. The user's body rejects the nanomachines. This reaction must then be suppressed with drugs. Before the user knows it, his mind is in complete shambles. Snake. Remember Frank?
Frank Yeager. Gray Fox.
They twisted his body for their experiments and nullified his broken heart with nanomachines. SOP has taken it even further and applied it to living human beings. The sins of war these soldiers carried inside them returned to assault them in the form of unimaginable shell shock. The meaning in the system may have changed, but the battlefield hasn't. Until that point, war was like a game to them. And then suddenly, reality came crashing down. Ordinarily, our hearts are hardened through experience. Even the most grizzled veterans live with an inescapable guilt they've had to overcome bit by bit through the years. And even then, it never truly goes away. For a mind lacking that essential experience, it was simply too much to bear.
But what about me? I've never been under the system's control.
That's why I want to examine your body. You need to know too. All right, Snake. Undress.
Mm-hmm.
Snake, what's gotten into you? Hurry up. Oh my God. Snake.
All right, let's just get this over with.
Yes. Of course. I'm sorry. Snake, do you remember what I told you in my video mail about the first generation of nanomachines?
The ones you stuck me with at Moses.
Yes. The nanomachines are recharged by your body heat. They won't stop functioning until they're all extracted. Or until you do. Most of them were lost through bleeding and excretion, but around 30% still remain inside your body, attached to your cells. Not finished yet. The first generation were never ID registered, so they don't react in the same way as the SOP nanomachines. Ready? But they may be interfering with your body, and with your heart.
So, does the aging have something to do with FOXDIE too?
No. Your telomeres were intentionally set up to be short, regardless of the age of the original. One of the genes that inhibit reproduction and aging, the Clotho gene, was intentionally mutated as well. But more importantly, your chromosomes, like liquids, were provided with Terminator genes to prevent them from making copies.
Why?
Your clones created for one purpose: war. And so, in order to prevent you from being abused by clients or stolen by the enemy, they shortened your lifespan and removed your ability to reproduce. It was a safety device to ensure that the seed of Big Boss didn't end up in the hands of others. The reason you're aging so rapidly isn't because of disease, or faulty research, or FOXDIE. It's how you were born. It's your natural lifespan.
Let's save it here.